I just hit 163 shares of SCHG, and it's now my largest position, overtaking FXAIX. And I think I am way ahead of schedule to hit my next milestone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Invest with Intention YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am on a mission to turn 13,000 into 50,000 by investing into ETFs, index funds, and high conviction stocks. And today we are talking about SCHG, one of the best growth ETFs out there, and now the biggest holding in my portfolio. Before we jump in, I want to say thank you to my first 41 subscribers. Every day this channel is growing and growing, and I appreciate you all for subscribing and supporting this journey. If you have not subscribed yet, please take a second to hit that subscribe button because it helps the channel grow. And a quick reminder, this is not a financial advice, just sharing my personal investing journey. So please do your own research before buying anything you see on this channel. All right, let's dive in. In my last SCHG update, I had 115.7 shares, okay? And my goal was to hit 200 shares by the end of 2026. Right now, I am sitting at 163.8 shares, as you can see over here. Since the start of 2026 alone, I have added about 60 shares, which is honestly super exciting for me. Because of this momentum, I'm actually thinking about moving the goalpost and setting a new goal of 250 shares by the end of 2026. Okay, so we'll see how I do on this part. Okay, SCHG makes up about 20% of my entire portfolio, up from 16, up 4% from 16 previously. Okay, this officially makes SCHG my largest position, overtaking FXAIX, which sits at 18.9%. Okay, this is a huge milestone for me personally. I started my SCHG position, so let's go over here so you can see. I started my SCHG position on January 14th, 2025 with just half a share. Remember that, half a share, okay? And I now sit at 163 shares, okay? So this didn't just come from nothing. I stayed consistent. I was buying weekly, right? Monthly, sometimes, right? As you can see, just dollar cost average my way over here. One share, two shares over here, 0.7 share, 0.9 share, right? That's what I did, right? As you can see, I wasn't even buying a lot of shares until later on, right? Just look at that. One share, 0.6 share, two shares here, okay? And that's how I did it. Just stay consistent. It didn't matter to me if I have $10 and I don't need it, I put it into SCHG or any other ETFs or stocks I had, right? And now look at that. I have five shares here, right? I even bought, let me see, maybe I bought more than five at some point, right? Five shares here all the way, okay, right? Point 0.9 share, it doesn't matter, just stay consistent. Whatever you can afford, please stay consistent. Dollar cost average, do not worry, okay? That's something I truly believe in, dollar cost averaging. If you are investing long term into quality ETFs, you don't need to stress about today's prices, okay? um 5 years from now you will be happy you kept buying. Okay, so let's look at my current numbers and you'll see 163 shares of SCHG. My average cost price is now $30, $30.52, as you can see here, and the current share price is $31.11. Okay, the market pulled back recently, which dropped my return from about 7%, 7.88%. If you go back, I'll link my last video over here, from 7.88% to 1.92%. This happened because I kept buying, right, dollar cost averaging, which brought up my cost average price. Okay. So just don't worry about the price in 5 years, 10 years from now. You'll be so glad you bought at the current prices. If you are watching this and thinking you need a lot of money to invest, you don't. Invest what you can, stay consistent, trust the process. I started with just half a share and now I am at 163 shares and still building. Take control of your financial journey. Invest like your future depends on it, because honestly, it does. Okay, if you enjoyed this update, please like, subscribe and share this video. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And always invest with intention. Bye bye.